Hello, what's up, guys? How are you? So today in this video we are going to discuss about arrays. Basically arrays in C++. But the basic concept of array is same in all the languages. So I'm considering C++ as a reference language. Well, if you are using Java, Python, C, then you can also watch this video because the main motive of the video is to discuss the basic logic and the algorithms. So basically, what is an array? Array is a collection of identical data objects. What does it mean? Though, so first thing that I told you is collection of data objects. Okay. And in programming, we know we store data in the form of either integer, comma character, comma bool, comma float, etc. Okay. And now I have said collection of data objects. So we got the second condition of the array is we can store only data of same type. Means the values we are storing in the array must be of same type. Must be of same type. Okay. So the values we are assigning in the array must be of same type. For if we are entering values like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, so they all are integer. If we are entering values like a comma b comma c comma d, so these are of same type, these are of character type. But we can't assign like this a1 b2 3 c. We can't assign like this because they are not of same type. Okay, so now let's talk about array declaration. Array declaration. Okay, so how to declare an array? So the syntax is almost similar to assigning a variable, but there is a small change. First of all, we must write the data type of the array. It can be int, char, float, any of the. I am considering int. Okay, now give a space and write the name of the array. The rules of assigning the name of the array is same as identifier. So let me consider I am assigning a. Okay, then big brackets. Inside the big brackets, size of the array. Like I want to make an array of the size 10, and now the semicolon. That's all. Our array is created. So let us consider inside the memory we have created an array. After executing this command, we have created an array in the memory. So now how will it look like? Let us consider a block. Okay, divide it into 10 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so the main thing about array means how in performing operations of array we must bear the indexing. It is the most important part in the array. It is the most important part in the array. Why it is the most? Because in performing any operations on the array, we must be know about the indexing. So there is one mistake in beginning the programmers do, that they start indexing in an array from 1, but it's wrong. It's an array of this. The indexing starts in array is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and okay, so the index starts from zeros and goes to the n minus 1. N minus, here n is the, size of the array that we have declared here. Okay, now how to assign values to the array. Now again same, here we have declared. Now how to initialize. If I want to store value at a0 is equals to 10, so 10 is assigned in a of 0. What is a of 0? A of 0 is here, 10. Okay, if I want to store a of 7 is equals to 12, then a of 7 will have 12 value. Look at this two lines. Here I have only declared only two indices. First one is a0, a7. Now if for a glance, if I have not assigned other values, then what the values will store? It will store either 0 or garbage value. In some compilers it will show you garbage value when you will print the indices. In some compilers it will show you 0. Okay, now how to print. In C++ we use cout statement to print. If I want to print the means I want to print the 0th element, so I will print a of 0 semicolon, so it will give me output 10. So this command for assigning and this command for deleting. No, this command for printing. Okay, now if I want, look at it. For assigning values I have to use 3 lines. How can I do it in 1 line? So for this you can declare it in once. A of 10 and is equals to, like I want, look, I have created an array of size 10. Now I want to enter the values. Look, like I enter 10, 12, 13 and 21, 16, 17, 20 and again 12 and 13. Okay, that's all. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 4. So now what will the array look like in the memory? Okay, so now an array will be created in the memory like this, and the values are 10, 12, 13, 21, 16, 17, 20, 12, 13, 4. And what is the indexing? You are aware of that. That indexing starts in array from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 means n minus 1. Here we have entered 10, so let us consider it as n in general. So we have declared the array. Now initialize. Now printed. Okay, now printed the array. So now coming to the next step of the array that you must be aware, processing with the array. Let us consider we have an array of size. Wait, before it I want to tell you that if you don't know how many elements you want to enter in the array, then you can also declare it like this, no value, and enter as much as values you want, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it will create an array of size 6. Okay, this is another way of declaring array. So now how can we take data from the user and process it with the array? Now we are going to learn this. So for this you must be familiar with the for loop, because in this whole series of array we are going to use for loop. Okay, okay. So if I don't know the size what user wants to, let us take size from the user. Okay, inside my int main function I want to take int n. It is the size of the array. Okay, it is the size of the array. Then I will print cout enter the size. Now store this values in n. After that declare an array. Okay, so now if the user has entered here 10, then an array of size 10 will be created in the memory. Okay, now how to take values from the user? So for this let us consider this diagram. Let us consider this diagram as an example. Here user have entered 10, n is equals to 10, and indexing start from 0 to 9. That means how many elements are there in there? 10 elements. If you count on the finger 0 to 9, it will be 10. Okay, now we want to enter elements in the array one by one, and we want it from the user. We are not initializing it like we did here. So how will you do? Let us see. Initially the index is at 0, we assign 10. The index incremented by 1, then we assign 12. Then index incremented by 2, then again index. Let us see. Index is at 0, we initialize it. Index is at 0, we assign 10, then incremented by 1, assign 12, then again incremented by 1, assign 13, then again index become 3, we assign 21, then again incremented 4, 16, then again incremented 5, 17, then again 6, 20. So what we are seeing here, that index is incrementing by 1 at each step, plus 1, then this becomes this, then again plus 1, then again plus 1. So what is this? It's an counter. So if I consider it at index, now coming back to for loop, what we are doing above is at index it was at 0. Okay, we are incrementing index every time by 1. Okay, and up to when we are n minus 1. So I can write this like this: index less than or equal to n minus 1. Is this correct? Yes, this is correct. Now see in a of index, and let's try in this. Initially the index is at 0, then user will enter the value, then the value will be stored in a0, then then index will be incremented by 1, and now index will become 2. Is it? Then it will check the condition. Its index is less than n minus 1. Yes, it's less than. Then it will again store, and so on. Now if I want to print, for printing we will use again same command. Index is equals to 0, index less than is equals to n minus 1, index plus plus. Again braces, cout a of index. Okay, are you familiar with this? Yes, that's what we are doing here. Now the same logic for this. In this we are entering at the index. Now we are printing the a of index. Initially index it is 0, then print a of 0, then increment it by 1, then it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will again print up to 1 n minus 1, and at last return 0, cause we are using main function, So that's all for this video, and you can explore it more on the website like Geeks for Geeks and Google. And in from next videos we are going to practice the questions of the arrays. These are the basics of the arrays. Maybe you have got the idea that what is an array. It's a collection of data types, and the data types must be of same type. So maybe you have got the idea of the arrays. So it is a collection of data objects, and the data objects must be of same data type. Now we have discussed here array declaration, array initialization, and the array declaration. Now the print statement, accessing the arrays using for loop, and that's all for this video. Thanks.